Welcome back to US Stock Express. Let's get you up to speed on the market action for today, December 2nd, 2025. So what's really moving the needle today? We're looking at a few major stories. Can the semiconductor rally fueled by some huge guidance beats actually keep this momentum going? Has Boeing finally turned a corner and found smoother air? And why is one big name stock taking a serious dive while everyone else seems to be climbing? We're breaking it all down right now. First, let's set the stage with the major indices. The Dow Jones led the pack with a solid 0.5% gain. The tech-heavy Nasdaq 100 wasn't far behind, posting a strong nearly 1% jump. The broader S&P 500 managed a modest gain, while the Russell 2000, representing smaller companies, basically flatlined. It seems the small caps decided to sit this rally out. Now, one of the biggest stories of the day is Intel. Its stock skyrocketed more than 8%, and the fuel for that rocket? Persistent, powerful rumors that the chipmaker is on the verge of landing a massive contract with Apple. We're talking about potentially supplying processors for MacBooks and iPads. For a company in the middle of a tough turnaround, this is being seen as a crucial vote of confidence. Investors are clearly hungry for any sign that Intel can still land the big fish. But Intel wasn't the only industrial giant making waves. Let's talk about Boeing, which absolutely soared, jumping over 10% to lead the entire S&P 500. The catalyst? A seriously confident financial outlook from the company's CFO. He declared Boeing's recovery is now in full force, projecting a return to positive cash flow and ramped up deliveries for its key jets next year. After a period of serious turbulence, this bullish forecast was exactly what the market wanted to hear. Staying in the tech world, the good news kept rolling. Take microchip technology. Its stock surged 9% after the company raised its quarterly guidance, now expecting sales and earnings to hit the high end of its forecast. This signals a recovery that's stronger than many had anticipated. The CEO noted business is outperforming expectations, with a growing backlog that stretches well into next year. A very positive signal for the broader chip sector. And speaking of chips, that positive momentum seems to be contagious. Look at NXP Semiconductors, which powered ahead with an 8% gain of its own. Now, a single-day jump like this doesn't happen by accident. It suggests strong investor confidence, likely fueled by the overall tailwinds for the sector and maybe some company-specific optimism that has traders buzzing. Another clear beneficiary of that semiconductor optimism was Teradyne. Its stock climbed 6.5%. The move appears tied directly to the company's presentation at a major tech conference, where its CEO highlighted the huge growth opportunity in semiconductor testing. He pointed to the massive expansion of data centers and the increasing complexity of new chips as the key drivers. This is a company positioned perfectly to ride a major industry wave. Now, not every presentation at that same conference was met with cheers. While Teradyne rose, Block, formerly known as Square, moved in the opposite direction. Its stock fell nearly 6% during its own session. It seems investors were carefully picking apart the company's forward-looking statements and some legal formalities, which led to a much more cautious and ultimately negative reaction from the street. And finally, on a day where many tech names pulled back, we had a real standout performer, DoorDash. Its shares sprinted ahead, closing up almost 6%. This is interesting because it suggests investors might be betting on resilient consumer spending, especially in delivery services, even as broader market sentiment turns a bit more cautious. A real counter-trend move worth noting. That wraps up today's market update. Thank you for watching, stay informed, and here's to making smart investment decisions. We'll see you next time.